Hello, 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 hello. Hello, hello. Hello, hello. Hello, hello. Hello, 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 hello. And welcome to my channel, or welcome back if you've been here before. This is ASMR Remedy, and I post new content whenever my schedule allows. So, I'm very far away. Don't worry, I'm gonna get closer. In my last video, I said that my Blue Yeti wasn't working, and it wasn't, but now it's working. So, we're gonna go with it. But today, I'm gonna do a tattoo tour video, which has been requested several times. I don't feel that I have enough tattoos to do one. I have 6. Yeah, I only have, wait. I think I have 6. They're all on my arms / I have one on my shoulder. Not sure I'm going to show you that. And so I'm going to get a lot closer to show you, but my face isn't really going to be in the video, so I wanted to do an intro with my face. So I'm in sort of like a weird setup. I have the mic gain turned way up. I turned my AC off, but as you guys know, I live facing a street, so it might be loud. But recently, I've watched a few videos where people are farther away from the camera, and I like the visuals. So I figured we'd start back here. My microphone's right there. Also, this week I started filming a vlog, like a week in my life kind of thing, but calling it a week in my life is very like influencery, and I'm just a regular person who makes content. So it's like a week in my life, what it's like studying for the bar, working multiple jobs. Every day is totally different. I've got some social stuff, some meals, what I eat, some days at the office, some getting ready for shifts at the bar. Tonight I'm babysitting. Last night we went out to dinner for my boyfriend's birthday. I'm an active girl. I've got a lot going on. And of course, lots of studying type things in the video. So if there's anything specific that sounds interesting that you guys want details on, especially when it comes to bar studies type of stuff, let me know. I'm bad at vlogging, but we're giving it the old college try. So I'm gonna zoom you guys in, gonna get a little bit closer. Talk you through my tattoos, when I got them, what the pain was like, what the artist was like, the story behind them. All of my tattoos mean something to me, but also all of my tattoos just mean that I'm cool. I don't think you have to have a meaning for tattoos. I personally do. If you don't, amazing, sick, I don't care. I don't think it matters. People can put whatever art they want on their bodies. It's not my business. So let's do the thing. Okay, so I'm not going to show you these in the order I got them. I'm just going to show you in the order that's easiest for me to show you. And the angles are going to be weird because they're in weird spots in my arm. So first, I have this guy. If I remember, I'll put photos here of them like up close. So I got this tattoo in 2020. Sorry, my tracing is rough, you guys. I use this side. I got this tattoo in 2022, in February of 2022, in Brooklyn, New York. This was something special that I got for myself for my 21st birthday and made a whole trip out of it. And this was like right before New York shut down for the pandemic. I got this from an artist and astrologer called T. Their Instagram is T Lee, I believe. I will link all of these artists' Instagrams in my bio or in my description. T Lee spelled T-E-A-L-E-I-G-H. I don't believe they tattoo. I think they tattoo now, but they no longer live in New York. I believe they're in LA. So the way this sort of worked is I went in for the reading. It was an astrology reading. They did my reading, and then it was a very in-depth full chart reading, which took, definitely over an hour. And then they sort of designed a tattoo for me right there based on my reading. So to kind of talk you through it, so the center is the star, which is the symbol from the Star Tarot card, but also is representative of Aquarius, which is my sun sign. Okay. And then these rays underneath are a symbol for Gemini, which is my rising sign. And then this sword with the little moons on the hilt is representative of Libra, which is my moon sign. So I'm triple air. And I also have a 5-planet Aquarius stellium. For those of you astrology girlies, read me in the comments. And for a little additional info for any of you astrology queens that want to know, I have a Pisces Venus and a Scorpio Mars, and basically everything else is air. I'm not very balanced, but that's okay. This tattoo was hand poke single needle, which I worried would hurt worse for some reason, but it was so much more gentle, and it didn't take nearly as long as I anticipated. I had a really great experience, and I had a really fun trip. The only thing that I didn't love about the experience was that the artist did not let my ex-boyfriend, my boyfriend at the time, like sit in on the reading and be part of that. And we traveled like all the way to Brooklyn, and I wanted him to be part of the reading, like to just listen in on it. And they basically made him like sit in the waiting room for like the 3-hour tattoo appointment. So I didn't really love that. I understood why they did that, but it wasn't what I wanted. So overall, I really love this tattoo. I love the sort of like trip and story behind it, and it wasn't very painful at all. Okay, I moved the camera, and this is still really hard to show. It's just in a weird spot, but it's, oh my gosh, it's so hard to show. But it says music saves. I won't spend that much time on this one because it's hard to show and it's like blurry and awkward. Music saves. This was my first ever tattoo. I got this in 2018. I went into a random shop. Like, basically my friend and I were going to a concert. We got there early. We had time to kill and we weren't hungry. We'd eaten on the way there. And so I was like, oh my gosh, I should get a tattoo. And I think it was actually a Friday the 13th of July. Yeah, Friday the 13th of July 2018. And I knew I wanted this. It's the reason I got Music Saves. First of all, I was a music major in college, if you guys didn't know that. And I was a musician my whole life. And also music is still a huge, huge part of my life. Always will be. But there was a record shop, and I went there with my friend once before a concert, like years prior, and just had like really good memories. And I had bought a pin that said Music Saves, and I kept it in the visor of my car, and it stayed in the visor of my car for all of high school. And so I like looked at it every day, and it just I don't know. It felt like reminiscent of my youth, and I just wanted to get it tattooed, so I did. This one I remember not hurting that much, except these 2 letters right in the middle, just because of the spot they're in were sensitive. I wish this wasn't like so thick, but also like I think it looks good. Like I don't think it looks bad. I just, for my taste, I wish it was a bit thinner. The rest of my tattoos are pretty thin and fine line. But this is my first. I can't even remember the name of the artist that did it because it was random. Like it wasn't a planned thing. But I do remember the next day getting into a huge fight with my dad about the fact that I got a tattoo. Whatever. It's fine. I was an adult at the time. It's no big deal. So it was like, everybody's like, how are you going to get a job? You're never going to be allowed to wear short sleeves. And you know what? Now I work for the government and no one cares. So just saying. It was a different time. Okay. Actually, I'm going to do that one last. It's going to be too hard. So let me show you. There we go. Okay. So this guy, we'll do this guy first and then we'll move to this. This is my most recent tattoo. This is my most recent tattoo, and I got it in February of this year. And I love it so much. So the meaning of this one, this is mine and my aunt's hands. If you guys have been on the channel a while, you know that I don't have a relationship with my biological mother, and instead my aunt, so my mother's sister, has basically played the role of mother in my life. We are besties, we're very close. The actual reason why I wanted to get the pinkies locking is sort of just like a private inside joke between my aunt and I. But this is actually photos, based on photos of our hands. So it has my dippable nail shape, the bracelet I always wear, literally what my hands look like. And then my aunt, who's got like a little bit of wider palms and a bit of shorter fingers, she always wears like the same nail color, same nail shape. So it's actually based on a photo I sent the artist of our hands. And then up here it says special. Sorry that the camera keeps going in and out of focus. Bond. Special bond. So my aunt signs all of her cards special bond and would always like call me that. It's just sort of like what we say to each other. You know, it's like, I love you. Like, love you, special bond. It's just what we say. We always have my whole life. And so this is just like really special to me. I've been planning this for a long time. It was actually a surprise to my aunt. I went home Mother's Day weekend and showed her this, and you know, she's not a big fan of tattoos in general. Sorry about the camera, you guys. She's not a big fan of tattoos in general, but obviously she liked this one, and so I like this one. The artist that did this, I had been following her for a long time. She works at a Mentee Studio, is the name of the shop that she and her husband own together. Her name's Kat. She's wonderful. She did such an excellent job on the design. Her studio was just like a really cool, calm space, and she was just lovely. So I had an excellent experience. And now here's what I'll say about the pain. Really, where the pain was the way that I had to lay to get this done. Like, my shoulder and my arm kept falling asleep and like locking, and so I was like really uncomfortable. And then when she went through and did like all this shading, like the dot shading on the palms and stuff, that was ouchy. But really, it's just because it took a couple of hours. Sorry you guys, I keep adjusting, but it's hard to be comfy and show you. So yeah, this is my most recent tattoo, and I love it. I'm really happy with it. Okay, there we go. So this was, I want to say, my third tattoo. Yeah, this is my third tattoo. I got this When did I get this? 20... Maybe this was my 4th tattoo, actually. I think this is my 4th tattoo. Yeah. 2023? No. 2022. No. Nope. 2020. End of 2020. Yes, because we're wearing masks. End of 2020. These are flash daisies. Flash just meaning it was on the artist's like pre-drawn flash designs. And I've been wanting to get a daisy tattoo. And the story behind this is that if you've ever seen the film You've Got Mail with Meg Ryan and Tom Hanks, I think it's from 98, 99. There is a line in it where she says, I just think daisies are the friendliest flower. Then Tom Hanks, buys her daisies. And I grew up watching this movie a lot with my mother, but also with my Nana, and I was really, really close with my Nana. She showed me a lot of like older rom-coms and like films that I still love today, including You've Got Mail, Bridget Jones' Diary, My Big Fat Greek Wedding. And so I just really wanted to get something for her. My Nana passed away in, I believe, 2015. I was in high school when she passed. But I knew I wanted to get daisies for her. This artist's name is Haley Jean, I think. Definitely Haley. And this studio that I got these done in no longer exists. Her and her husband started their own studio now, but this one really didn't hurt. Again, this one's a little bit thicker than I would like now, but I still like how it looks. I like the placement, and I get compliments on this one all the time. Okay, I concluded that this is going to be the easiest way to show you guys this. So this is some florals. This was my second ever tattoo, and I believe I got this one in 2018 or 2019, and it says, darling, hold tight to my hand, with lots of florals. And the story behind this one's kind of funny. So these are actually lyrics from a song by a band that my ex-boyfriend was in. Yep. Oh yeah. I sure did. And people that know me will like make comments like, oh my god, don't you regret that? No, I don't, because first of all, no beef with this ex-boyfriend. My very first like serious boyfriend. Actually, he's on the channel if you guys go back far enough. He is on the channel in a video with Haley from like 2018. I have no regrets about it because first of all, it's beautiful. I love the style of it. It's perfect. I love this tattoo. But because pretty much the entire time I was in music school, Haley and I would always go out to see the band's shows, and it was like a big kind of bonding experience for us, and like really defined my college experience, like going out to local shows, not just their band but in general, and sort of being part of that nightlife, like live music culture, was really like impactful on me when I was a teen. And so when I see this, I don't think of my ex. I see this and I think of that time in my life, which was really like formative for me. And so it's all like good vibes, good memories. So I got this one actually by an apprentice. It was a girl I went to high school with. And like she was not fully like doing tattoos yet when she did this, and it turned out so gorgeous. I love like the muted pinks and greens. She did such a great job. It did kind of hurt like these outer edges because this is like on a bone. So these outer edges kind of hurt, just like going back and doing the shading on the florals. But otherwise, it wasn't too bad. I can link the studio that she works at now, but it's different from where she worked when I went to her before. But yeah, I really like this one. It's so pretty and it looks cool. The only thing is the placement's weird because when my arm hangs, it just like, you can just see the corner of it, so that's kind of awkward. Like, I wish I would have thought more about that placement, but it's cool. I like it. So, and the band that these lyrics are from, they're called the Vicks, if you guys want to check them out. They don't make music anymore, but they're on Spotify, and I still listen to the song where this quote is from. It's from a song called Surfing with Abby. So, just me casually plugging the Vicks, like it's 2017 all over again. So, that's that, and then let me show you guys my last one. Okay, once again, this is in like a severely awkward spot. There we go. I'm not gonna be able to trace this one, but this one says warrior, and the O is like the little sign for female, and it's got some like ayahuasca and herbs and some daisies around it. This is by the same artist who did my daisy tattoo. This one severely needs touched up, to be honest. I still like it. I mostly forget it's there. It needs severely touched up. Okay, I can't really trace. It's too awkward. I like the placement of it. I think it's a pretty design. I was happy with it. But, yeah, it needs fixed up a little bit. One day I'll fix it. I love the story behind this one, I guess, is, I'm not going to really get into it, but I've mentioned in passing before on this channel that I was a victim in a trial. I don't really want to get into the subject matter of it because it's not very relaxing, and sometime I'll make a non-ASMR story time about it, but I was a victim in a trial, and I just wanted to get something to sort of like commemorate the experience. It's also the reason I decided to go to law school, fun fact. But yeah, that's saying more than that. That's the reason. That's why I got it. I got this in early 2021, and yeah, this one's really special to me. So yeah. Okay. So that's it, you guys. That's all of the tattoos I currently have. I do plan to get more. Oh, and as far as pain, that one did hurt because it's on bones. It's literally on bones. I will say that was my most painful of all my tattoos. But it was bearable. It was fine. I do have plans to get more tattoos. I will continue to get them, obviously. They're very cost prohibitive. And as you guys know, up until recently, I've been a student for a long time. So I will get more on my arms. I don't think, never say never, but I don't have plans to ever get any on my lower body. Maybe like rib, torso, more shoulder, back, arms, but like I don't plan on getting any above my shoulders or like below my stomach. I'm just not interested in that. But yeah, if I don't for some reason remember to link all these artists in the description, please yell at me and remind me. But I love watching these kinds of videos, so I hope that you guys enjoyed. I hope that you're staying safe, happy, and healthy, and I will see you guys in my next video.